makeup and show you what I will keep in my collection, what I will get rid of. So let's begin. The first category will be foundations, and I don't own a lot of foundations. I am that kind of person. I want to go through all my foundations. I want to finish the foundation and then purchase a new one. That's how I do it. So I have two Maybelline Luminous Smooth foundations for normal to dry skin, and they are different shades. I will get rid of this foundation just because it's too old, you can see, and they are basically and they're almost, I think this one don't have much left inside, this one as well. Great foundation. It gives me pretty dewy glowy look on the skin. I love the foundation. I will highly recommend it because it's also really affordable, and it's a great foundation for spring summertime. I definitely need to repurchase it because these two are really old. These are from last summer, and after using them I tried a couple other foundations, so I will get these two because they are too old. And what about you? Are you using makeup which is expired? I'm trying to declutter all my expired makeup. That's what I will also do during that video. But great foundation. Okay, next foundation is this L'Oreal Invaluable 24 Hours Wear Foundation. So I did a review on this foundation. My first impressions, I didn't like the foundation. In that video when I reviewed the foundation, I applied with my beauty blender and then with my foundation brush, and the coverage was super full coverage and it looks really cakey on my face. Afterwards I start using a really small amount, and it actually looked pretty on the skin. Not my favorite, still using it, but it's not my favorite. My favorite is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, which I unfortunately I broke the glass because it comes with the glass. I broke it and I need to repurchase it. And we're done with foundations. So easy. I don't own so much makeup in my collection when it comes to foundations. Well, when it comes to, which is next category, bronzers. Okay, I have a couple of bronzers here. Bronzer slash contours. Bronzer slash contour. This is the MAC Studio Care Blend Pressed Powder, and this is actually the first MAC product I purchased. I was watching one of the Jaclyn Hill's videos and she was raving about this product, saying that this is her favorite bronzer. This is basically a powder, face powder, but you can use it as a bronzer. This is in the shade dark, so I've been using it. You can see I have used it for the longest time, especially when I started my YouTube channel 2015. At the end of 2015 I was using this powder a lot. I like the blendability of the powder, but I think for my skin tone it's pretty warm, and I am not a huge fan of too warm bronzers, and I am using it I am mostly using the powder when it's summertime and when I have a little bit more of a tan going on. So yeah, I will throw it away just because I think it's super warm and for my skin tone, and it's expired in a way. Okay, next bronzer is from Lancome. It's super old as well. It is their Star Bronzer Natural Glow. I have used it on my channel a lot, especially at the beginning. You can see it is not swatching. It's super old. You can see. You can say, yeah, it's super old. I'll throw it away. But at the beginning, it was a favorite of mine. Yeah, but now I will throw it away because it's just expired. Okay, we have one Wet n Wild contouring palette, contouring palette. Okay, so we have in the shade Dulce de Leche. You can see I hit pan on the powder side. It's their banana. It's the super pretty banana shade powder. I love it to set my forehead, my nose, under eye. And here we have that contour slash bronzer situation next to the MAC one. Not the biggest fan, although the product itself is it's creamy like the powder, and this is one of the main reasons I love the powder, because it's super creamy. But you can see I don't like it that much. But I will keep it because I will keep using the powder side. When I'm done with it, I will get rid of it. But yeah, maybe I need to repurchase only the powders from Wet n Wild. They're super affordable and great quality, I think, in my opinion. Okay, moving on to my last bronzer, and this is my favorite one. If you have been on my channel for the past year, I've been using only this bronzer. I will link the video where I'm reviewing and sharing my first impressions with you, but this bronzer is goals. This is the Marc Jacobs Fantastic bronzer from their coconut collection, but I believe they made it permanent. So beautiful bronzer. I'm loving the shade. I'm loving everything about it. It is super blendable, smooth on the skin, just the perfect bronzing shade, but I love it also for contouring my face. It's a bit pricey, but I think in my opinion it is worth the money. If you want to splurge on high-end makeup, then give it a try. Basically, I'm in love with it, and I will keep using it till. And I really want to hit pan on this one, so I will keep using it. And meanwhile, let me know in the comments which is your favorite all-time favorite bronzer. I would love to know that, and maybe purchase it after I'm done with this one. So moving on to blushes, and I have so many blushes in front of me, and this is insane. I didn't know what a huge blush girl I am, but you can see. I am loving blushes basically, especially this year. It's super trendy, I think. So many pro makeup artists, they are using so much blush in their looks, and I am loving this trend. And let me share with you, and let's declutter these blushes and see what I like, what I don't like. So now I have this blush trio makeup palette from Sleek Makeup. This is this is expired because I purchased this in 2015, and it claims that it is 2 years. The expiration period is 24 months, so this is definitely expired, but I am loving the shades. I mean, if I'm loving the Sleek Makeup blushes, I love the shades. They're super pretty peachy shades, but I love that it comes with a mirror, but it's expired, so I will get rid of it. Okay, here we have one more Sleek blush. It's in the shade Sweet, no idea how to pronounce it, but it is also expired for sure. I bought them together. This is the shade. It's super pretty corally shade, and it is so small compared to the big palette. I love the fact that it is. I'm loving the fact that it is so small, but still it comes with a mirror inside, and it's super convenient. But both of them, they're expired, so I'll get rid of them. Next we have this Lancome blush, which is also expired, I'm pretty sure. This is in the shade Shimmer Mocha Havana. This is super pretty. This is super unique shade. It is there is some sparkles. It is super pretty shade, sparkly. I love it's a unique shade in my opinion. So yeah, it's a beautiful blush, but it is expired, and I will get rid of it. Next blush is the MAC Melba. We have some MAC blushes. This is the MAC Melba. This is an iconic blush to me. I love the shade. It's super pretty, unique, universal. I am using it for so many looks. I am loving the shade. You can see how pretty that is, super peachy apricot. I love how it blends into the skin. Maybe it is expired, maybe I should repurchase it, but I think I will keep it. But I'm not gonna repurchase it. I'll keep using it because I think it is still amazing, and it lasts really a long time on the skin. Highly recommended if you are willing to try some high-end, if you want to try some high-end makeup for the blush for the first time, then give it a try. This shade is super pretty. Okay, next up we have another MAC blush. This is from their mineralized blush collection. It's in the shade Dainty. This is such a pretty, this is my first high-end blush this is super pretty baby pink shade. You can see swatched next to Melba. There is a beautiful sheen to it. I'm loving this blush. I have used it and abused it so much. I'm loving their collection, mineralized collection. Give it a try if you haven't before. If you haven't, yeah, matte blushes are great brushes. I want to purchase more of them, and I actually have more on my list, matte blushes on my list, which I want to purchase. But yeah, I will keep it. So next we have some Wet n Wild blushes. I have two of them. I did a reviewing a couple of Wet n Wild products. We have this pearlescent pink shade, which got a little bit of shimmer. Well, I'm not the biggest fan. It is not that pigmented, and it is not. It blends not that well into the skin. Just not the biggest fan. Perhaps I will give it to a friend, but no. But this shade, this is beautiful. This is a shade Mellow Wine. I am using this shade. I have been using this shade since I got it. It's so pretty, so creamy. I love the formula. I love the shade of it. It's super pretty. I mean, this is everything you need to have it in your life. Just give it a try. It's perfection. This one, Mellow Wine, I will pass this to a friend, but this one I'm keeping it. Okay, next up we have this Calvin Klein blush, and it's in the shade Flush with Desire. This is an old one, but a goodie one. I love him. I really love the shade, but it is expired. It swatches really hardly. You can see it because it's old. Okay, one more blush. This is the Maybelline New York blush in the shade Dirt Pink. Super bold cover. You need the smallest amount of it, but it's super vibrant. You can see blushes, but they are more of a cream formula. I have this Fenty Beauty matchstick, which is super pretty. I am definitely keeping that one. You can see there is some glow going on. I'm loving this one so much. This is in the shade Yacht Life. I did the review. All the links will be down below in the description box, but also maybe here you can check it out. Beautiful shade. I am loving this one. There is a beautiful sheen to it. Huge fan. Highly recommend to try the matchsticks. Loving, especially for spring, summertime, just to throw it on your cheeks. Love. We have one more blush product, and this is a new into my collection, and I will definitely keep it. I'm definitely gonna keep it. This is a Charlotte Tilbury Pinkgasm from her new Glowgasm collection. Beautiful creamy blush formula. You can see that glow. It is insane, so pretty. Huge fan of both of them. They're pretty much similar, but still there is a difference. This is more of a creamy formula. This the finish is more powdery. Both gorgeous shades. Loving it. Okay, my highlighting collection. I'm a huge fan of highlighters, a good highlighter. Let's go through all of them and declutter. Sleek highlighting palette. This was really trendy 2 years ago on the internet. This is their highlighting palette from Sleek Makeup, but it expired. It is expired for sure. They have some powder shades. They're really intense, you can see, but sometimes they can be chunky, look chunky on the skin. They have some cream shades which aren't that creamy in my opinion. This is the palette. Not the biggest fan I was at the beginning, I need to confess, but I have some other highlighters which are more intense, more pretty, and I will get rid of it. Moving on, we have the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter. I purchased it 2016 and this definitely expired, but this is out of stock, I think. But this is a lovely product. Many people are saying that it's a dupe for the hourglass powders, finishing powders. This is super natural highlighter. Kathleen Lights have raving about this highlighter for years now, and many YouTubers now. I will keep it because I think although it is expired, I'm loving still using it when I want a really subtle glowy highlighter. I will keep it. Moving on to Becca Champion Pop Jaclyn Hill highlighter. This was my first this was my second high-end highlighter that I purchased. This is a highlighter that I've been using a lot. Right at the beginning when I purchased it, this is super intense, super gold, pretty highlighter. Intense. Okay, we have the Bomb, the Mary Luminizer by the Bomb. Oldie but a goodie. It is for sure this is expired, but this is the best highlighter. I mean, this is super pretty vanilla shade. One of my favorites, all-time favorites. Okay, we have a new one to my collection, which is the Persona Cosmetics Zuma Cali Glow highlighter. Beautiful formula. I am a huge fan of the formula, of the brand. I will keep it. Next up we have the Dior Glow palette, which is my favorite one. Honestly, this is my favorite strobing. This is my favorite highlighting strobing palette. Just perfection. I'm a huge fan. You can see swatches. This is stunning. Love it. Keeping it. Recommend it. Beautiful. We have this Wet n Wild powder highlighter in the shade shade Precious Petals. This is a favorite of many YouTubers. Honestly, when I review this on my channel, I didn't like it. Still don't use it. I will give it to a friend. I'm sorry, I don't like it. Next up we have the Fenty Beauty Hustler Baby highlighter, which is a small sample size, but I am really impressed. I am a huge fan. I love it. I will swatch it. So pretty, super creamy. I love the shade, and it is so small, but it comes with a mirror. Super pretty. I will recommend it. And this is the shade Hustler Baby. Last one, we have the Master Strobing. We have the Maybelline Master Strobing stick, and this is super creamy, as you can see. I think it is expired. Yeah. Well, yeah, it is expired, but it's still super creamy. The formula is, I like to use it under my makeup sometimes. I will keep it for a while, and then if I don't use it as much, I will throw it. Next up, we have some powders. I have this Rimmel London Silky Loose Face Powder, which is transparent. I will throw it away. It's an old one. It is expired, and I am not enjoying it. Basically, I am also really recently I'm avoiding using powders on my face because my skin is feeling extra dry, and please recommend me some powders which you like and which you're using for dry skin. Let me know in the comments. Okay, I have this powder, which is the Rimmel London Stay Loose Powder in transparent. This is expired for sure. I have it for so long. You can see I hit a pen. This is a great powder, highly recommended. But as I said, I'm not using powders. I'm not. You can see the packaging. It is super old. You barely can read the sign. But yeah, I think it's a great powder, but for me, I am avoiding using powders, as I said, so I will throw it away. I forgot I have one more highlight and contouring palette, which is by NYX Cosmetics, and this is for sure, this is expired. It says only 6 months, and this has been like I purchased it 2016, so yeah. This is definitely expired, but I really enjoyed using this palette. You can see it is pretty, it's really used. I loved these shades, these powder shades. I loved this contouring shade. This is too warm for me, but it's a great contouring palette for a drugstore. Rain. It's a great drugstore palette. I'm recommending if you are on a budget and you're looking for a great contouring palette, this next one, you can give it a try. Eyeshadows. I don't own that much eyeshadow palettes, but let's go through all of them. So here we have the iconic Urban Decay Naked palette, which is expired. This is my first high-end eyeshadow palette. I purchased this in Germany, in Munich. I remember it was in 2015. I wanted to start my YouTube channel, so I was thinking which palette to purchase, and when I saw this one, and yeah, I couldn't resist. So I don't think that I will ever get rid of this palette, just because it is super, it has a sentimental meaning to me. I do love this shade Half Baked, the gold one, and the Naked and the Bug shade, which this palette has only 2 matte shades, which is so bad for a palette, I think. At least you need a couple more I don't know. I will keep it. Next one, we have some single eyeshadows from Catrice. These are expired. These are matte shades, super pretty rose. But you see the quality just broke. I love the quality of the eyeshadows. They're super creamy, mauvey shades. I used this palette. I used this single eyeshadow in my Arabic makeup tutorial. I'm gonna link it if you're interested. But yeah, maybe I'll keep it just in case I need a really black eyeshadow, matte eyeshadow. Okay, next up we have this Modern Renaissance Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. This is really beautiful. So this palette is super pretty, super warm. I'm a huge fan. This is expired. I think I'm gonna keep it because there are some pretty good shades like these ones, transitional shades. Yeah, let's see. I'll keep it, but this is expired. I'll keep it although it is expired, and because I think it's super pretty. Maybe I will repurchase it. Okay, we have this NYX palette, which is expired, and I don't like the shimmer. There is one shimmer shade which is not that, which isn't that pretty. I only love this shade, but these two they don't blend well. I will, and it is expired. It is expired. I will throw it away. This Kiko Milan eyeshadow in the shade 220 is a beautiful one. Unfortunately, it is expired. Beautiful baby pink shade. I'm still gonna keep it because this is a really pretty pink shade. I will keep it. We have this Smashbox eyeshadow thing here. I don't use it. Maybe I will pass it to a friend. I don't use it. Okay. Lastly, we have this Persona Cosmetics eyeshadow palette from their Cover Theory in the shade pink. My favorite one. I have talked about this palette in my current favorites, beauty favorites video. I will link it. But this is a beautiful palette. I will swatch it only this pink shade, which is insanely beautiful. Love it. Okay, we have the Huda Beauty Desert Dust palette. I have used this palette a lot here on my channel. I am loving the shades in this palette, although it is expired. Well, is it yeah, this is expired. But I'm loving the shimmers in it. This glitter shade, I use it in my recent tutorial. I'm loving this. Yeah, you can see the swatch. It is gorgeous. I mean, this one, Turkish Delight, beautiful warm shades. Yeah, gold shades. Yeah, and these monochromic shades are super pretty as well. But this shade is my Blood Moon. This is my favorite one in the palette. I will keep it. Keep it. Okay, this is intense. Okay, this is my lipstick collection, which isn't that huge. So let's go through the shades and declutter. We have 3 MAC lipsticks, which I am keeping all of them. We have this Cream Cup lipstick, beautiful pinky nude shade. Super creamy, I love it. I'm keeping Whirl, which is a gorgeous shade. And I'm keeping a Retro Ruby Who by MAC, iconic red matte lipstick. Love it. These are I'm keeping. We have this Rimmel London Kate Moss lipstick in the shade 107. Beautiful berry autumn shade. I love it. I'm keeping this one. We have this Clinique matte lipstick, which is super pretty, nude. Focus. Super matte, pretty nude. I am keeping it. This Wet n Wild matte lipstick cut. What is that? It's in the shade Coral Corruption. I don't like it. I don't like the formula, although I really like the shade, but I don't like the formula. I will skip. We have the Smashbox matte liquid lipstick in the shade Out Loud. I am loving this shade and I am keeping it. We have the NYX Soft Cream Cup Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade London. This formula is one of my favorites. Super creamy, it's matte, but it's super comfortable on the lips. I am keeping this one. We have the Smashbox. This is not a liquid lipstick. This is a more glossy formula, but it's super sticky. I don't like it. This shade is super mauvey on my lips, on my skin tone. It's not super flattering, so I will get rid of it. We have this Cool Cause lipstick, which is super gorgeous shade. I am keeping it. This was gifted to me, and it's in the shade 07. I have two Lancome lipsticks. I am pretty sure this is super old, although I really like the shade, but I will throw it because it's super old. And this one is Pink to the Club. It's a shimmer lipstick. I not the biggest fan of shimmery lipsticks, although this is super pretty. Okay, moving on to L'Oreal Paris in the shade Cover Reach Shine, lipstick in the shade 642 nude. Gorgeous formula, super creamy. Keeping it. Ooh. You can see how creamy is it. Okay, we have this Chanel gloss in 166. Yeah, super pretty, gorgeous shade, glossy. We have the Smashbox. I'm really enjoying the Smashbox lipsticks. This is probably my favorite lipstick. This is in the shade Fireball. Beautiful red orange shade. It's matte, but not matte that will be super dry on the lips. It's creamy. I am loving the formula, the shade, my favorite lipstick of all time. We have the Persona Cosmetics Holy Grail liquid lipstick. This is a recent favorite of mine, True Red lipstick. Love how creamy is it. It is matte, but it's not drying. It has avocado oil in it, coconut oil, and it's super beautiful formula. Lasts the whole day on the lips. You can eat, you can, yeah, it's a drink, so it's super awesome. We have the Fenty Beauty lip, the original gloss, which is my favorite. It smells amazing. It is super glossy, super not sticky. Love, my favorite. We'll repurchase it for sure. We have lip liners from NYX. Beautiful formula. I'm loving it. Then we have neutral, which is neutral. We have mauve, which is mauve. And we have my favorite, which is Pinkgasm neutral. Beautiful. We have this MAC lip pencil in the shade Strip Down, True Brown. Recently I'm not into brown lip covers, but it's beautiful one. And at the end, finally, we have some Fenty Beauty in the shade Candy something. Super popping, beautiful pink, super creamy, and it is so pigmented, and it lasts all day on the lips. Beautiful formula, beautiful pop of color. Yeah, so we are done with the lipsticks. A couple more products like concealers. I have only 2 concealers to talk about. We have this Catrice Camouflage High Coverage Concealer, which is my all-time favorite drugstore concealer, and we have this Bobbi Brown. This is basically corrector in the shade Light Biscuit for color correcting. I'm loving this combo. Yeah, I think that's it. And moving on to mascara, I have only 2 mascaras in my collection. I have this Lash Princess, both of Essence. I have this Lash Princess mascara, which is my all-time favorite mascara, keeping it. And I have a review of this mascara. I will repurchase it all over again. So inexpensive and so good. I have this Extreme Volume Mascara by Essence, but I don't like it. It does nothing to my lashes, so I will get rid of it. And we have some brow products. I have 3 of them. All of them are drugstore. I have this L'Oreal Brow Artist Plumber. This is in the shade Light Medium. Sometimes I like to use more of a light colors for my brows. Then I'm using this one. I have this Maybelline Brow Drama Mascara, Sculpting Brow Mascara in the shade Medium, which is my favorite brow product. I have this Essence Make Me Brow Gel Mascara, which is super messy. Sometimes it gets super messy. It's super dark for me, so I will get rid of it. And I have only one. I have only one brow product, brow pencil, which is from Catrice. I have been using this for the last 1 year. Waterproof, beautiful formula, super creamy. Love it from by Catrice. I forgot I have one more brow gel, which is by Anastasia, clear brow gel. Favorite. This is beautiful formula. It sets my brows. Beautiful product. Well, I have some eyeliners which I want to talk about. Let's begin with this one by Rimmel London. This is a coal by super black, but it is expired, and yeah, I will. This is a great black drugstore eyeliner, eye pencil. This is waterproof coal. We have this Essence Silky Nude Easy Glide waterproof, but it's super creamy, but it is expired and I don't want to use it, so I will throw it away. We have this Persona Cosmetics Plum eye pencil, 24 hours. Here is, it's super creamy. I love the shade, I'm keeping it. We have this L'Oreal Perfect Slim eyeliner, super slim, it's super easy to achieve winged eyeliner, I'm keeping it. And we have the Marc Jacobs highliners in the shade, this is in the shade Fine Wine. Gorgeous, gorgeous shade. Oh, I love the shade. This is my favorite shade. Super creamy, super, it stays on whole day. Love, 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 love. And I think that's it. We're done.